What's up everybody? Today we're going to check out a new BFS rod from Purelure, and it's in this bag. Now this is the Purelure Titanium-T BFS rod. It's 1.6 meters or 5 feet 3 inches, has 9 guides, a lure rating of 0.5 to 6 grams, and a reported tip diameter of 0.6 millimeters, and just weighs 66 grams. And of course, it's a titanium tip, which is very, very unique. All right, let's take a look at the rod. Have a quick look at the bag here. It's a different bag. It's obviously a new product from Purelure, and they've got a different bag. Got the nice Purelure logo there in blue, Titanium T, model number, neoprene on the back. Let's open this bad boy. All right, let's start from the butt end. Got this split grip, little aluminium cap there with the Purelure logo. Looks really sleek. Kind of got a gunmetal look on there with some carbon fiber detail, which I really like. It's really modern looking and everything like that. Cork feels very nice. Kind of, you know, it's not rough. It's smooth. It's, you know, kind of gummy or something. Definitely seems like nice cork. Got the little aluminium piece here and the tiny split here. This is, I would say, something like 2 inches. We can actually measure that. I'm sure the measurements are online, but let's just do it. Two inches, pretty good guess, 50.3 millimeters. So that's around about 2 inches exactly. It's got some writing on here, kind of hard to get it to focus, but it says, "The supreme game for anglers, strive for new era," in silver. Then we've got the little piece of cork there. I haven't actually taken the plastic off that. We'll do that shortly. And again, this trigger grip, there's a little bit of a, maybe I had dirty hands or something before, I don't know. But that's rubbed off. I thought it was an imperfection for a second. I was a little bit worried. But yeah, it's got that comfortable trigger grip like I've mentioned in previous videos. It's on a little bit of an angle, and it's you know, got this concave kind of section here. Makes it really nice and comfortable, and it just, for me, it just sits in the hand like this. So, you know, my fingers are sort of just at the end of that that foregrip there. On the reel seat, got a new Purelure logo. So we've got the silver text here with Purelure, and underneath carbon fiber detail, which looks pretty sleek. We'll just take the nut off as we always do. We'll have a little look under there. Nothing exciting, I suppose, but you never know. And it's actually, yeah, I don't know if I would have revealed that before, but there's another little carbon fiber detail at the top there. We'll just put this back on and just see if it reveals itself. It's often quite tricky to put on. Okay, the little slot goes there, of course. Yep, center it there. So the reel seat would probably cinch down to around about here, I'd say. And yeah, that piece is just slightly exposed. There it is there. So that looks cool. Got some silver writing here, Purelure Specialty Fish 5.3 XULC, which is 5'3" extra ultralight casting. And it's got a code here. Lure rating 0.5 to 6 grams, line 1 to 4 pounds. Designed and development by Highland. Not sure who Highland is, but shout out to Highland. Hope you subscribe to the channel. Titanium T logo here, and this finish here is smooth. But as we go onto here, that's more of a coarse finish, like those you know, those Lure Star rods have kind of like a coarse finish on it. That's quite similar. It's actually, yeah, it's a Torre Carbon Blank, and they say that this has nano alloy technology that maximizes rod strength and increases rod recovery time that means more accurate casting. So that's quite interesting. And got the tags there, DKK guides. So they're not, geez, who are the other guide manufacturers? Oh, I can't believe I can't remember that. Seek guides and, oh my God, how can I not remember that? Oh, geez, it'll come to me. Fuji, oh my God, Fuji guides. They're not Fuji guides, but Fuji guides are the best in the world because Fuji told you they were the best in the world. Now, yeah, these are DKK titanium frame guides on the entire rod. Now, the guides, you can see some actually some DKK writing there. We'll get rid of these tags, but yeah, these are titanium guides throughout the whole rod. Now, on the main blank, like apart from the tip section, these guides have aluminium oxide inserts. So we can see there if that focuses. They're kind of like a dark blue, but then that goes to the spigot there, and you know, beautiful amount of epoxy work, and you know, nice silver detailing, which means you can pair it with any reel. Obviously, silver feather would be quite good on this rod, which is what's going to go onto it. And that is it for the butt section. Now let's take a look at the most interesting part of this rod, and that is the upper half and the tip section. So again, some nice little silver detailing on the guide wrapping. These DKK titanium guides. We've got our second guide here, third guide, fourth guide, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth guide on the tip, but we'll get to that a little bit later. It has that same coarse feeling on the guide wrapping, and then it transitions here to a different kind of guide wrapping. Now, instead of like an X wrap that they've got from the third guide downwards and into the butt section of the rod, it has just this this other wrapping. So it's not a cross wrap, which means that you know, this cross wrapping will stiffen up the lower half of the rod, which is what makes, you know, manipulates the action of the rod, the way that they can, you know, do different kinds of guide wrapping to stiffen up certain areas of the rod. So that's the reason why they do that. And again, micro guides, you know, very small guides, not the tiniest guides in the world, but you know, they're definitely micro guides. And anyway, this is the most interesting part of the rod, the tip. This has a titanium tip. Now, as far as I know, there are no other BFS rods in the world that have a titanium tip. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is very unique. As far as I know, basically they can make this tip, you know, thinner than what they could if they used a normal, you know, carbon solid or hollow tip. This one's actually 0.6 millimeters thick. And we're gonna have a measure of that. But the way I understand it is, you know, you can have a 0.6 millimeter tip and still have, you know, a lot of strength. You're not gonna, you know, obviously titanium is a very strong metal. So that is sort of like, maybe this is the future of BFS. Like if this rod's a hit, I wouldn't be surprised if other manufacturers jump on board and start making these titanium tip rods. As you can see, I'm just manipulating the rod with my right hand here up and down, and you can definitely see how, you know, the difference in the flexibility between the titanium tip and the rest of the blank. You know, if I just hold that there and just move that, you can kind of, you know, see this section flexing, and then there's a lot more stiffness as it goes into there. You know, you can virtually, you know, with this amount of pressure, the blank itself is not bending at all, but the tip is bending. All right, let's get a measurement on this tip. So 0.6 millimeters, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think it's going to be? Put your bets in, put your money on the table. 0.6 millimeters, it looks very thin, but 0.6 millimeters is very thin. Now let's have a test. Drum roll, please. What? Let's get the light on here. It's 0.5 millimeters. I mean, perhaps these are not the most accurate and high-end digital calipers in the world, but 0.5 millimeters. And maybe a speck of dust might have rounded it. Well, actually, it wouldn't have worked that way. It would have made it thicker. Okay, we're getting 0.6 now. So there we go, 0.6. So maybe that was a misreading. But then again, I'm doing it a little bit higher than before. Oh, there we go. Boom, 0.5. Got 0.5 again. Right before the guide there. 0.5 millimeters.
Wow.
That's crazy. It looks like it's about as thick as 3 sheets of paper or something. That is incredibly thin. Wow. Now, you're probably gonna want me to do the trick that they do and bend it like a banana. You know, I'm kind of a little bit hesitant to do that, but let's go for it. I mean, I did take a knife to a rod recently, so let's see how this goes. I might chicken out a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. All right, here we go. Oh man, even this is crazy. Like, I really don't want to do it. There's sort of no point of doing it anymore, or there's you know, in a fishing scenario, this is not going to happen unless there was a, you know, 3-inch fish on the end, perhaps. But that's a pretty tight bend. I mean, it's hard to sort of get the perspective of that, but yeah, okay, for perspective, put my hand underneath there, and that's a pretty sharp bend. Let's see if I'm interested. Can you go one way, then go the other way like they do in the advertising? Oh my God, I don't want to do it. Yeah, I mean, they've got it wrapped up real crazy, but I don't want to take the risk. I want to enjoy this rod. I don't want to have to, you know, wait for a new one. I want to get this out on the water as soon as possible and try it out. But yeah, the guide inserts, I didn't mention, the guide inserts on the tip section are ceramic, whereas the rest of the rod is aluminium oxide. But yeah, that is a pretty unique rod. Anyway, guys, pop in the comment section, what do you think about this rod? Does it interest you at all? What do you think of the titanium tip idea? Do you think it's a gimmick? Do you think it's going to be revolutionary? Do you think other manufacturers are going to be doing titanium tip rods in the future? How many tips have you broken in the past? I've never broken a rod fishing, but no, I take that back. I have actually. Yeah, maybe I don't want to remember that. But yeah, never a BFS rod, but have you ever broken a tip on a rod? And perhaps this will give you the peace of mind that you know, it's not going to break, and it's good that it's got these orange details on the tip, which makes bite indication a little bit easier as well. Yeah, so anyway, guys, what do you think? Please drop a comment and drop a like if you can. I've noticed in some recent videos the likes have been down. Maybe it's because I never mentioned to hit the like button. Everybody else seems to do that, so if you could hit the like button, I'd absolutely appreciate that. And until next time, I'll catch you later.